Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So this video has two purposes. First of all, I found some scrap. Second of all, I have a buddy of mine, Hillbilly Homestead, who said maybe it's your camera that's causing you the trouble with your friends at with my friends. Let's go with that. Anyway, obviously I did a Home Depot run and I bought some plywood. And on the way home, I managed to pick up a scrap compressor. I want to make sure, okay, that I'm not showing you the name brand of compressor because sometimes that upsets my friends. Anyway, the compressor appears to be complete. It's got all the coils, all the in there. It's got the fan. Given that it's got the dryer and everything else, I'm assuming the compressor's in there. Last time I picked up one of these and I took it all apart, I got over 40 bucks for it. So I figured while I was going by, I might as well throw it on the truck. And let's face it, guys, no matter what, taking home a freebie from the side of the road always makes for a really, really good day. So Harvey likes that. Second topic, I have some shelving to put together. So I picked up some plywood. This stuff has gotten expensive. It's close to 30 bucks a sheet. For when I put together shelving, I like to go with the 4-ply. This is 1532, so I guess they call that 1/2 inch. A lot of people use OSB. Hopefully that's not oriented strand board. Hopefully that's not a brand name that'll once again upset my friends. But I personally I do occasionally use OSB if I'm sure that it's going to be someplace where it will not get any weather. I always view rain, snow, ice as not being good for oriented strand board. Not that it's good for plywood either, but I believe plywood could get wet a few times. As long as you dry it out, it'll take it. Where OSB, if it gets wet and absorbs some water and it freezes and so forth, it doesn't seem to do nearly as well. For folks who say, does it really pay to pick up the outdoor compressor unit for an air conditioning or heat pump, whatever that did for a living? Typically, I'll probably end up putting about an hour into taking this apart. You know, you just get out the old screw gun, so to speak, and spin these right out, pop the cover off, take these right off, right, drop the motor down. The motor's probably 220, so I'm not going to keep it, but very quickly take the aluminum blades off the fan. I believe those are aluminum, not steel, so take those off quickly. I'm hoping that this radiator or condenser coil, whatever you want to call it, I'm hoping it's the copper version and not the aluminum version. If it's the aluminum version, I mean, I guess I'll get the pure aluminum scrap because the fins are made out of aluminum and so forth. But I think the copper with the aluminum over it goes for a little bit more money. So I'll probably end up putting about an hour into here, and the round trip to the scrapyard, I normally combine it with something else, but that normally takes me somewhere around an hour round trip. But once again, I kind of write that off as no big deal because I'm going there. I like to go there. For me, going to a scrapyard is like for some kids going into a candy store, right? I just love going there. Couple of reasons. First, occasionally I bring something cool home. Secondly, just looking around at all the stuff, I just like doing that. And once again, typically I combine it with something else, so it's not a lost trip. On the world of good news, my truck here also passed inspection today. I was a little concerned about it because I had been having trouble with that clutch, though magically the clutch appears to be all good. I drove this thing all over the place today, and I had no clutch issues at all. So it was in traffic, it was out on the highway and everything else. Though, what is it, about 55 degrees out here? For anybody who cares, it's October 15th, Monday. All right, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up. And if anybody wants to guess what I'm going to get out of this, my guess is I typically get about $40. You know, between the various pieces of metal and so forth. I was able to, you know, tailgate down, and I kind of put the edge against the tailgate and, you know, was able to get it in there. I'm figuring it probably weighs, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds, give or take a little bit. There's really not much tin here. The tin doesn't weigh very much. The compressor motor and electric motor are probably most of the weight. And what's not that is the little bit of copper. I think that it's copper. I hope it's, yeah, I think it's copper. And these coiled. All right, folks, once again, thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now.